to Phasma and Jaren's 5-minute reviews. Fallen Jedi. Fallen Jedi ups the ante and ends with a villainous victory. This reminds me back to Survivor's Look back in 2021 in Doctor Who, which kind of had a similar conclusion. Ray Simpson finally was good enough to reach his potential and felt like a fourth villain, which I love about him. Baylan Skoll only gets mad when he is angry. Once again, I like, but he also has his softer side in balance to Shin Hati. It's important to notice that he does protect Shin, but he tells her off when she falls short Sabine. But speaking of Shin, it's important to understand what has happened because she does have that rivalry with Sabine. Shin Hati, to me, is the polar opposite of Baylan Skoll, and we have seen it before with Anakin Skywalker, who kind of was the opposite of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he was a bit more reckless. And also there were various things that factored to his fall to the dark side. Shin was intimidated as usual and more extreme, which helps her because as the story itself, she's got to get a bit more fierce. I like the fact that she has an unusual soft side, which is important to notice, but once again, she doesn't like Morgan Elsbeth, and I think things are starting to get a bit heated, and I'm loving that. Ahsoka Tano and Sabine Wren were challenged this week, and that's important to the story. They're more reckless, and unfortunately it works against them. As Ahsoka has said, sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings, and that's the moral of their story in this episode. Sabine nearly destroys the map, but gives into temptation, or does she? She is handcuffed, however, she could have done what Ahsoka has said and stay loyal, or turn to the dark side. I think it's intriguing to see the possibilities that could occur, and it's not just exclusive to Sabine. Ahsoka too. I think Natasha Liu has more to give, but with the whole approach this series is going, it's going to take time, and I don't want my girl losing it. On the other hand, Ahsoka goes in with one lightsaber, which ends up being part of the reason why she loses against Baylan, although she could have still lost. She also gets her hand injured while trying to get the map, and it's pushed off the cliff, but she ends up in the world between worlds, which I think is instrumental to Ahsoka's story. The actions of the negligent and ridiculous New Republic basically have doomed them again. Even though Hera, who rebelled, and a crew including fan favourite Carson Tifa, attempts to stop the jump, but it's too late and they lose a few of their fires when they're caught in the hyperspace jump. Honestly, well played New Republic, you're not being constrained. I like to criticise the New Republic for the name, and these last episodes have shown good reason why we should not defend what they've done. I loved Hayden Christensen's return as Anakin Skywalker. It's a magical moment, and it sets the tone for what's to come. I'm just intrigued what's going to happen in the world between worlds, and from what I'm hearing, it's looking good. David Tennant is still a legend as Huyang. I love the fact that he has a bit of a fighting moment, and also says, stay together. I do worry for Huyang as he's one of the best characters in the series. The duels were so good, except from the ones in the past. They were unhinged, they were dangerous, and the stakes were high. Marik's defeat was unexpected. I wasn't that surprised when Marik was revealed to be made by some kind of magic and faded into dust like Savage did when he was defeated by Darth Sidious in the Lawless, which is one of the best duels I have seen. Going forward, the stakes are high. From what we know, the events at the end of the series will set the New Republic era in full swing. I'm intrigued to see how Ahsoka gets out of the world between worlds. I also wonder what Sabine's going to do when she finds Ezra. Will Huyang get off Sidious? What can Hera do to stop all this? What is ahead for Ben and Shin? And what is Morgan going to do now? What is next? I feel it was a step in the right direction. Not as memorable for the right reasons as Time to Fly, but it stands out in its own quality. It's still got a long way to go, but it'll be validated by the end of the series. Plus, it's rubbing off for Doctor as well, so it's a huge win because David and Russell Davis have got a chance. Thank you for listening to the 5-minute review. Please like and subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with all the latest regular episodes and reviews. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Subscribe to Fallen Jedi and stay tuned for more podcasts. See ya!